Appleton. It's the Appleton Radio Show. Ryan Augustus, JTV, back again for another week of main hip hop. Glad y'all are tuned in.
Yeah, man, we're real happy to be here, and you know the format, man. Blasting Main Hip Hop since 2004, live show. This week we're really psyched to have DJ KTF in the building for us. He's on the wheels right now, spinning some intro music for us, but he's going to get it in with some chatter, some talk, and then possibly some ciphering action, laying it down the beats for us.
Definitely, and also he's bringing some brand new tracks from some main artists that we've played a couple songs from, but he's got a close relationship. They're working on a new album, so we're going to talk with him about that and all his other ventures as a DJ and what he's been up to. So real happy to have him on the show tonight. He's cutting it up, mixing it well, speaking with his hands already, and that's exactly what we wanted. So all kinds of things going on in the main hip hop scene. We're going to talk about the FreezeandProcess.net show that we just did on Monday night.
Sitting down with those guys, having a good time, and big things to come. That's all what we'll say right now.
Of course. Also, there was a show last night with Spose, Cousteau, and Cam Groves up at Sugarloaf. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk about what's going on at Rap Night tonight with Fresh Air and Gray Street. And if you're not familiar with who Gray Street is, we'll tell you about that here in a little while.
Nobody cares who it is right now.
Nobody cares at all who it is right now, but we'll talk to him about it later.
Okay.
And on top of that, it's open mic night, man. Early cypher at 10:30, late cypher at midnight. Rap night is in full effect, and so we're just happy you guys are tuned in. 2013 is going to be a huge year, no question. So many people are releasing albums in the first quarter. So much to go in the future. But we've got a nice lineup of main hip hop for you guys.
Yeah. I'm kicking off the show right now with some of that classic main hip hop. I feel like this is one of these tracks that if you polled people, the general public, this one might come up.
A lot of people would know this one.
A-Frame.
And to the homie who may not be around.
Ooh.
So, we'll speak on that. But right now we're going with A-Frame and Mike Clouds. This is Life on a Bar Stool on the Appleton Radio Show.
Salute! We'll gather round drunks for a frame, tall tale, belly up to this bar, and I'll explain why I failed. We swear and we spit, we curse and we shit. We sit on curse, fair, change it for a fifth if it's last call. Me and Clouds ain't leaving if the bitch don't ball. The bitch ain't breathing. We drank one bottle, there's 99 more. The doorman's pissed cause I'm puking on the floor. Run away with Joe, I'm seeing 3 different scores. 12:45, I'm headed for the store. When I get drunk, I don't ever give a fuck. When it throws shots up, I'm doubled over in the gut. I bonded with toilets in many different cities. Strange random couches walking out feeling shitty. Fuck a hangover. Frame hangs till it's over. Like Cage said, I feel strange when I'm sober. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Spin a 360. Yo, Cloud, you still reading? When I put a tip in Triss's 2 tits, I'm too gritty. We want the car back, but we gotta pay the bar tab. I get dissed by fat chicks, I'm so drunk I miss the car back. I look weird when I wobble. I got beer goggles when I fall off the pier, cause I'm not a role model. I drink till I vomit, and Cloud's got a muppet. Some coffee in a circle like I'm an alcoholic. Cloud, you got a wife, but there's drama in your life, and I've come a long way since I stopped sniffing white. Give me 10 or 12 of those micro brews. There ain't no telling what the flame will do. Bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Fuck AA, I need 2 Tanquerays, it's payday. If my liver shits a bed, I'm sending out a mayday. If it's a world tour, I guess I'm hitting every dive bar and getting stapled every night like I was a piece of Tide Par. Over my limit, now the car I couldn't get in it. I rolled over a moped doing half the speed limit. When I'm pissed off, I don't slash my wrist off. I pound a 12 pack of Schlitz and spit out this hip hop. Come here, little girl, listen to my babble. I'm half nice, half asshole, it's my shadow. If I'm getting too deep, give me another drink. Happy hour's over and I just wanna go to sleep. Clouds in the framer, we pound down Jaeger. Announce it to my town, I'm the underground hater. If I disgrace, it must be because I'm shit-faced with booze in my blood. I'm bound to make these mistakes. Life on a bar stool. This is life on a bar stool. Life on a bar
what's up? This is Spose. You're listening to Appleton Radio, you child. They're packing it and repacking it here at Appleton Radio. It's all about the syllables.
To unlike this blank sheet of paper is the shit they done right. Will's Peter been beating the beat up repeatedly, leaving the body of P, but he seemingly nobody noticed. I figured I'd take it and make it the focus. I'm the Lord Grand Chancellor, backwoods rambler, rap career canceller, bumping Fiona Apple. I'm the weird beard grower, a ghost, a feared flower, a myth, a gift shower. I've been sipping on a Snapple in the cypher. You can find me, I'm the wildest geek. My assignment has been rhyming, been aligned to the beat. My blood kind, but I'm violent when I'm rhyming. Delete all pretenders who enter, cause my potential's elite. He's always stressing excellent when blessing a show. My investments are destined to double, bubble, and grow. So yes, in the flesh, the man, the mess pose, who can still flow fresher than dresses and clean clothes. Oh, you get it to know the name I came to spell. I'm underground, yeah, I came from Wells. So watch me play the bass line on a belt your favorite rapper just used so he could hang himself. But it's all good, Spose. No, it ain't so swell, cause I'm back down to earth like some angels fell. Cause I popped up on the charts with some stained lapels, and then I disappeared faster than Dave Chappelle. Ooh. I heard an MC this morning who made me wanna get in the booth. And no offense to him or his crew, but I know that I'm better than that dude. So what I gotta do to get his spot in hip-hop and my video on MTV too? I know it can't be the skills, cause mine have been ill since 2002. Since 2002, I've been struggling, rhyming like weed made of iron. That's how hard I've been grinding, been neglecting assignments, dreaming of islands, but not recouping, beat looping with the droopiest eyelids. My ups and downs have both been critical. My free time is infinitesimal. Inside my ride, driving to the gig, whipping and kicking and ducking to pickle, it's fine rhymes, kid. There must be a connect, I can't find him yet. Don't want a private jet, just rhyming checks. Hey, you'll never find Ryan crying with the blues like sirens. Bro, this is no sob story. Even though they're hating in their verses, I don't want sympathy. This is a statement of purpose. I will outwork every motherfucker alive, and those who don't fuck their moms too. Yeah, I got calluses that will amount to palaces. Analysis is cats on my phallus. Put them up. I set my talent, talented value. You know medallions challenging till paralysis. Dude, put them up. If you're playing Call of Duty, chilling, watching television, and you wonder why you're going under, shut the fuck up. But if you never relent, like you only loan things out once, then guess what? Your day gon' come. I heard an MC this morning who made me wanna get in the booth. And fuck him and his crew, cause I know that I'm better than that dude. So what I gotta do to get his spot in hip-hop and my video up on Nah Right too? I know it can't be the skills, cause mine have been ill since 2002. Since 2002.
Some people are saying that this guy might be the next big rap star, and he's a white dude from Maine. His real name is Ryan Peters, but he goes by Spose. We need to work some hip-hop into Bangor.
Yo, it's Appleton Radio, man. We're chilling right now. That was Spose 2002 off the Audacity.
And I'm pretty sure that was Ryan Seacrest, right?
That was Ryan Seacrest.
Wow.
On the outro.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting drops from Seacrest.
That's how he rolls. Yeah, that's how Spizzy's rolling. And before that, Life on a Bar Stool, of course. So just wanted to say that 2012 Spose's Appleton Radio episode, which you can find on the website, obviously, and I just posted on the Facebook fan page, was the most downloaded, stream, listened to episode of 2012 on AppletonRadio.com. So shout out to him. And everybody else, man, get your clicks up. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it moving, Mr. Augustus. You know what I got picked out right now?
What are you gonna run with?
I'm gonna run with something you wanted to slide in.
Oh, serious? Just
right out the gate. This is Christina Contagion. This is an Alias remix of her Running in Circles track, and it features Sin the Shaman. It closes out her album, which is the I can't remember.
This is epic. I don't know.
The Beginning Again.
Yeah. The Beginning Again is the album. That's
yes.
right. And I believe this is like track 18. Album is jam packed. She killed it. I love the remix feel. I love Sin's verse on it. It gives me that end of the movie feel. So let's get right into it. This is Running in Circles. Christina Contagion, K Soul, P Dank. What up?
Get your Twitter game on at Appleton Radio. Retweet some ish.
Appleton.
Rap night. Rap night.
I'm so bad for my health, I do it myself. Not enough to quit, so much I'm needing a break. Wait it out and let it pass, but how long does it take? Mistakes that I made, but not one of a kind. And most wounds turn to scars in a matter of time. File a complaint, but I hate waiting in line. First step identified, how I can leave it behind. I could be losing my mind, or is it that I'm getting it back? I think I'm leading towards that.
And now I wake up, face up, feeling lost as ever. Got my mind on my dreams and my dreams on forever. I'll move past the dust within my old days. Write another page full of rhythm that they won't play. But I won't stop, I doubt I ever will. Held in my mind is the rhythm they could never kill. I gave birth to a love, man, I see it clear. So until the day I fly, I'ma keep it near. With my pen and my poem, I'ma jot this story of my own, real life in the cockpit. Plotting just to realize scenes. But the sad thing is, man, it's never as it seems. So I breathe, kick back and let my lids low. Take time to relax and just let go. Getting ready just to see these dreams. But till then I kick back and count these sheep just like.
Yo, that's Phi with Count Sheep. We're giving this next song a big shout out to Ill by Instinct, IBI, 1/4 of Sandbag, and it's Dre Senior. Everything's a chant off No Kids Allowed.
Senior, Stellan, Dubs. Let's go. Everything's a chant. Everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them. I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah. Everything's a grand slam. It's over, but it started, but it ended. I'm just a couple bars in. How do I begin this? Go a little harder, or show what masculine is. Talk about the bars, or talk about the sentence. Nah, fuck Cave's thoughts. I'm over the fences. Everything's a hit now. I probably won't miss shit. I probably won't spit like everything's terrific. The most beautiful thing, but still I get lifted. It's hard to catch the flow, yeah, it's hard to catch liquid. You should get your bucket head friend to catch what's dripping. Your favorite rapper sucks, enough said, nothing's different. You don't even need to scratch him on the ticket when it's instant. Everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Everything's a grand slam, everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Yeah, everything's a grand slam. I'm winning, but I'm losing, losing, but I'm winning. Now I got a friend telling a friend you should befriend him. I keep the beat scared, yeah, that motherfucker trembling. It's midnight, they won't beat me, they know that I'm a gremlin. This rap game's a virgin, and she ain't letting him in. They told her how I stroke the flow and how I bend it. Once I break it down, it's hard to reassemble it. It would take Jesus more than 3 days to reassemble it. My Muslims and my Christians, keep your heads bending. If you don't believe, I guess you can pretend it. Atheist to the flow, I get them convinced. You can't pretend a blessing ain't received, it makes no sense. When everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Everything's a grand slam, everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Yeah, everything's a grand slam. It's hard for them to read me, rappers are dyslexic. It's hard to show skill and still be respected. They say you shining, son, I ain't even got a necklace, I ain't even got a bracelet, I ain't have a grill in Texas. I used to live reckless, nah, I was a wreck. I used to be foul, I mean I used to have a tech. All these labels cutthroat, I just tell them cut the check. So when these chicks ask who's better, I can say they neck and neck. Yes, I get a chill when the beat play. I keep the music in my head, no DJ. Life done took its toll and I ain't never took the freeway. No, I ain't never took the freeway. I always paid my dues with the cruise, so with the music. Your favorite rapper's constipated, he won't do shit. It's that naked supermodel flow, it's hard to refuse. So when I say hands in the air, you niggas know what to do. Spit, everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Everything's a grand slam, everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Yeah, everything's a grand slam, everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Everything's a grand slam, everything's a chant, everything's an anthem. I know they can't hold them, I know they can't stand them. Everything's a hit, nah, everything's a grand slam. Yeah, everything's a grand slam.
This is Dre Senior with Ghost and JT on Appleton. Appleton. Senior. Play that shit back, man.
Tuned into Fox in the
trying to move to the top, well, they be losing their spot. Stir the stew in the pot when it's getting too hot. Sun-dried tomatoes on the rooftop, don't let your fruit rot. Who shot you? Ha, probably Miss Sloppy. You can't catch El Chupacabra, the floppy disc jockey sipping coffee in OJ. Freshly squeezed in a room full of records, keyboards, and MPCs like this place was meant for me. Chase my destiny, my only goal was to make better beats. That's why I never sleep, instead I read about ancient philosophy. I hear my fate calling me like, hey, follow me. Meditate for 3 days straight, a mind bender trying to find forever the highest of treasures. Listen close, there's truth in them lyrics, kid. It ain't about that green paper with the pyramids. Make beats, kiss the dirt, write raps like this shit hurts. Think big, dream bigger, finish what you started, eat your dinner. Make beats, kiss the dirt, write raps like this shit hurts. Think big, dream bigger, finish what you started, eat your dinner. An ordinary life with an ordinary balance, living through the struggle with never-ending balance. I live day to day with fearless determination. All I see is war and poverty will lead to devastation. All the segregation really just makes me sick. The poor get poor and the rich keep stacking their chips. Competition comes at the sound of the bell, but they couldn't sell their words even to a wishing well. There's too much lacking of the wisdom and the education. No wonder all the world thinks a disgrace of our nation. So I wake up every morning and I get out of bed with constant memories and dreams running straight through my head. My mother tried to explain everything I needed to know, to make sure I was always ready and always set to go. So now when the kick flows at all of my shows, you better take notes and remember all the words that I spoke while we go. Make beats, kiss the dirt, write raps like this shit hurts. Think big, dream bigger, finish what you started, eat your dinner. Make beats, kiss the dirt, write raps like this shit hurts. Think big, dream bigger, finish what you started, eat your dinner.
I know you're hungry, I know you need something to eat. You must be famished. They're trying to feed you all this garbage every day, son. You gotta get the vitamins, the nutrients. You gotta feed the system. Healthy mind, healthy living. That's right. Healthy life. Come on.
Appleton.
Why you talk so much about money? 'Cause it's life, mama. Why you talk so much about money? 'Cause it's life, mama.
One thing I've noticed in life is an observation. At any point, coin is the topic of conversation. Money hungry bummy, cup in hand on the pavement. Crooked looking for a handout as a payment. Always the same shit. You put away some savings and back at the bank withdrawing before the day ends. God forbid you get a little vacation and blow a couple grand for a tropical destination. Now you're behind, gotta slave more time. Monday morning extra early on that daily grind. Punch in, punch out, lunch in, lunch out. 15 minutes smoke break or lose your mind. Shit, I'ma smoke 2 in a row. Would I rather be here working or out doing a show? I don't know, a show would be more live, but I need this job for the dough to survive. One thing that I've noticed in life is an observation. At any point, coin is a topic of conversation. Money hungry bummy, cup in hand on the pavement. Crooked looking for a handout as a payment.
Why you talk so much about money? 'Cause it's life, mama. Why you talk so much about money? 'Cause it's life, mama.
From the robots back to the colonists, every set of fingers gotta cling to where the dollars is. And you can get lost if you follow it. We chase cheese even if we're lactose intolerant. Vicious cycles at work, blue collarant. Even if the shit is repetitious like some homonyms. Rupees for the rooftop, rent for the roomies. Ducats for the door frame, dollars for my duties. So when the rain came down from the clouds, got a gutter on the frame just to keep it out the house. Same shillings like Kurt that purchased the shirt can make a girl flirt and throw hers to the earth. And I think about my dough everywhere that I go. I'm Ryan Michael, food for the pie hole. I bet the farm in the car and the silo. I borrowed cash, so now I owe this like Milo. From the robots back to the colonists, every set of fingers gotta cling to where the dollars is.
You can get lost if you follow it. We chase cheese even if we're lactose intolerant.
Empty pockets is obnoxious. Cash rules, but for P it's no profit. Slow process. No talk of what I spent on cess. Nonetheless, I digress on the week-to-week nonsense.
One thing I've noticed in life is an observation. At any point, coin is the topic of conversation. Money hungry bummy, cup in hand on the pavement. Crooked looking for a handout as a payment.
Why you talk so much about money? Cause it's life, mama.
Rap night.
Why you talk so much about money? Cause it's life, mama.
Appleton.
Empty pockets is obnoxious. Cash rules, but for P it's no profit. Slow process, no talk of what I spent on cess. Nonetheless, I digress on the week-to-week nonsense. At least cabbage is constant, and I got fly kicks on it. And my baby is smitten, and a decent whip to sit on. And the spot's not too shabby, abby blabby blabby. Enough about me, what we want is cheese in massive amounts, big stacks, and a machine to fucking count, and an accountant with secret accounts all over the world. Skrilla is Lord, we worship its worth. What glitters is gold, a shiny nickel for your soul. Like for me, it's already sold, but she played me for a sucker, so the story is told. Empty pockets is obnoxious. Cash rules, but for P it's no profit. Slow process, no talk of what I spent on sets. Nonetheless, I digress.
Rap night.
Cause it's life, mama.
Appleton.
Why you talk so much about money? Cause it's life, mama.
Manic Mondays.
Why you talk so much about money? Cause it's life, mama.
Slop.
Yes, we are back. That was Lactose Intolerant off that Manic Mondays 2012 project. And
Booyaka, 47.
Yo,
47 or 57 on the top 100. So
yeah, exactly.
Coolin'.
But yeah, remember too, like 2 weeks ago, we recapped the top albums, or pretty much just all the albums locally main hip hop that came out in 2012, and the list was like over 25. I think we were at 26. Yeah. We're claiming I-9 and a couple rogue ones that
right.
If you want to get technical, maybe aren't main hip hop, but what are you gonna do?
Right, they do more shows in Maine than anywhere else.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
That I think locks it in right there. But yeah, before that, it was El Chupacabra with Eat Your Dinner featuring MC22. We had Dre Sr. with Everything Is a Chant. And it's been a good show so far. And always Appleton Radio, we have a good show, and then we go down to another good show, which is down at the Big Easy at Rap Night.
Yes, sir.
And this week we actually have two sets. One set from Kyle Bryant, who Fresh Air is always down.
Yeah, he was
doing
in the
his
building.
thing.
He was in the building last week, actually.
Brought the last print.
Yeah, delivering some of his fine art that he crafts up. So yeah, he's doing a set, and also
Gray Street, which is AKA Nobody Cares, MC Nobody Cares, who's from Dover. He's been doing it, between New Hampshire and Maine for many years now. So real happy to have him coming up and rocking Rap Night. As always, we're gonna have the open mics. There's an early open mic at 10:30, as well as the usual open mic slot from midnight to 1. So make sure you guys come down and support this show.
Ladies get in free.
Is it a ladies free night?
It's ladies free
Look
night.
at that.
Man.
So I ain't gonna pay for my girl. That's perfect.
Perfect.
You should use that same reasoning and get up and walk away from your computer at 9 o'clock, not until 9 o'clock. But then come down to the Big Easy. We're gonna have a lot of fun down there. Big shout out to Ken, who holds us down. I was thinking about it when we were on Freezing Process. We don't have any sponsors besides the Big Easy and Ken Bell and JTB Appleton Radio.
Yeah, Ken Bell holds us down deep. You know what I'm saying? And we try to do the same, but we get lazy with it. So the Big Easy, 55 Market Street.
That's it right there.
Not only Rap Night, every night. The guy brings it so diverse for the local music scene.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
it is the place.
Any type of genre of local music that you want to hear, you can find at least one night of that at the Big Easy every week. I mean, they're always doing something different on Fridays and Saturdays. They do all ages shows on Sundays, but Monday through Friday is always local musicians. I believe Players Ball Monday night, which is a bunch of jam band and funk musicians. That's right. Yeah. They get down on Monday nights.
And Trent sometimes will get up there and do a performance from the Freezing Process.
Of course,
of course. Wreck life, but that's another story.
And then Tuesday nights is their cover-to-cover night, which is, I believe, coming back in the next couple of weeks. I don't know what they've been filling it with lately, but something. Rap night on Wednesdays.
Rap night.
I believe it is... somebody else on Thursday night.
We're working through
I get Band Beyond Description on Thursday nights, and something new on Friday and Saturday. So make sure you guys go down to the one club that fully holds down local music every night of the week.
And if you go down there tonight, you can hear something probably relatively similar to the next 2 tracks we're going to play, because it's going to be Kyle Bryant. And
I'd say exactly similar to the 2 songs we're going to play.
I don't know if what's By the Power of Grayskull. No, what's his name again?
By the Power of Grayskull, Gray Street.
Gray Street. We have Nobody Care track, so I bet he has new tracks.
Yeah,
so you might not hear this
true.
one. But you might hear this Kyle Bryan track. I don't know.
It's true. It could happen.
I'm getting real technical. I
Either
apologize.
way, this is Appleton Radio. We're glad you guys are tuned in. And when we come back from these next couple joints, we're going to be sitting down and talking with DJ KTF.
That is right.
And
He's here putting up with us in the building, ready.
Exactly. So we're going to get into that. But please continue to enjoy the show. Here we go. KB Fresh Air, MC Nobody Cares, Gray Street, moving it on.
Somewhere in the realm between headlines and headshots, like shards discarded by the dreams that others let rot. The weight of the world turned aspirations to landfill, so only full emotion prevents the urge to stand still. Stuck like an anvil, I move like water. The heat off my ambition can turn iron to solder. All my old kicks got a hole in the soul, cause each pair tells a story where a hole is the goal. So laces, nah, let's not talk about laces. All my shoes do is just document paces. I got pages chronological that I should collate. Said I'm lost wishing Sky Jordan was my soulmate. So grind them till you find them aside with logic. Try to circumvent chaos, others trying to cause it. In the search for control, we so often fail. I look beyond where we are to a colossal scale. You see the way we're all moving, it's like we live in our cars. We're only just human and we live in the stars. So when the dust comes to settle, that's where I can be found. From the Big Bang to now, I'll be holding my ground. Way we're all moving, it's like we live in our cars. We're only just human and we live in the stars. So when the dust comes to settle, that's where I can be found. From the Big Bang to now, I'll be holding my ground. Full effect, the stomach to heart. With the plan to reach the top, I had to plummet to start. Cause I've been living life low, nothing but high anxiety. I used to name defiantly, but learned I have to die as me. Same time, learned that life is like a freight line. Made mine fused in hopes that I could save time. Not inclined to be entwined with the contract. I maintain freedom and I'm dying to contact a woman in my day who makes it all worthwhile. Not these shadowy figures who make it all more vile. Cause those who live that way tend to die that way. Used to be on that path, I'm on mine today. What I'm trying to say is I define myself. That's why I seek sage advice and just deny the help that had me speaking delusion. Sick of seeking seclusion with the spirit so weak it's looking bleak with contusion. Try to tweak a solution, pacing my climb, while all these other laborers just wait in a line. And if you're waiting, that's fine. Wary of dreams because the future's pretty bad, but not as bare as it seems. If there's a tear in my jeans, it represents what I've been through. I'm trying to live, cause that's what I'm into. Trying to live, cause that's what I'm into. The way we're all moving, it's like we live in our cars. We're only just human and we live in the stars. So when the dust comes to settle, that's where I could be found. From the Big Bang to now, I'll be holding my ground. The way we're all moving, it's like we live in our cars. We're only just human and we live in the stars. So when the dust comes to settle, that's where I could be found. From the Big Bang to now, I'll be holding my ground. So if you living alright, say stand my ground. Stand my ground. If you living alright, say stand my ground. Stand my ground, so stand my ground. Stand my ground. If you're living alright, say stand my ground. Stand my ground. Stand my ground.
Appleton, 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 Appleton.
I'm never going outside. I'm just gonna stay wrapped up in my blankets. No, not coming out. Staying inside, too depressed.
On those cold mornings, I curl up inside my blanket bed. Back to dreamscapes, temporarily flee from angst and dread. Feeling like an orphan in need of a loving gesture. Getting frigid feelings, forming a landscape of ugly textures. Better to be abandoned and stay in the spot I land in than never see another organism on this planet. Solitary seems to be a reoccurring theme for me. Equal my last effort, a standard I work for fiendishly. Hang me out to dry, clothespins on my shoulder. sleeves, rotting leaves, sleep seeps, slow into my moldy dreams. Hallowed ground, sacrilegious prayers, burial rest. Live on like birds, weaving a piece of hair in a nest. This month the air is the best to respirate imagination. Hesitate your last moment, component of separation. Degraded effort, head in my hands, soak the sidewalk, mope around town, knowing that the vibe's lost. There's no solution for permanent. I don't know if it's worth the trip. It took this long to know what hurt is. Drowned up reactions, mean no surface. There's no solution for permanent. I don't know if it's worth the trip. It took this long to know what hurt is. Drowned up reactions, mean no surface. On the morning of a sunny day, I run away, chasing dusk from days before, cursing till the sun decays. I could smile a million rainbows, but my light burned out a filament. Breathing in the beauty till a dim lit grin is imminent. I'm sorry that I'm sad, guys, subjected to mad lies, keeping me lethargic and tethered to all the bad vibes. Walked around the town 100 times, it's like no one's alive, looking for a spot in the shadows to write another rhyme. Scrawling my whole life in times like cave drawings. One foot in the past, to go back there I stayed longing. When she saw me as trustworthy and the only one for her, I put up a front. Then now I'm feeling numb from it. Washing machine, stomach guilt, and amino acids at the foot of our demolished home. Like I ain't mean to trash it, my sadness is fashionable. Party at my death date, poison in my bloodstream. Time's up, let's play. Time till I lose breath. I got time. Colors, touch the shit. Stumble, wonder, quit. There's no solution for permanent. I don't know if it's worth the trip. It took this long to know what hurt is. Drowned up reactions, mean no surface. There's no solution for permanent. I don't know if it's worth the trip. It took this long to know what hurt is. Drowned up reactions, mean no surface.
And of course a little bit of Grand Street Orchestra never hurts. We'll be back with KTF just after this track.
But the kind you find in knowledge itself. Excitement, attain stripes and goals when I'm writing. I think enlightenment, advice, and prose. So here we go. Embarking on a similar course. The spirit inside provide a particular force. The course through my veins when navigating the plains, valleys, and mountains, counting on a series of games.
Verbally vaporizing my victims without a visual. Connecting, correcting, and check while I collect residuals. So critical and acclaimed. Trained in the same fame game. Spitting in the name of Maine with the name to claim game. It's insane. Putting crews to shame and breaking loose from chains. EA and G is be getting up like David Blaine.
That's why I take what I've learned in the past just to make sure. Cause each day has the potential to be harder than the last did. Until I reach for the dream I've been meaning to grasp. And as I proceed, eventually I know that I will achieve.
Since
12 years old, I doodled on the paper, walk around school like the dopest 8th grader in the world, cause I was gonna shine someday, be on MTV, spitting rhymes and getting paid. But I hit a certain age, I can't recall it, trying to pay bills, work my way through college, and I still make music, not even close to famous. Only payment that I need is hard work and motivation.
Yo, it's time to step up, time to make moves, time to catch wreck, no time to hit snooze. Win or lose, I go in, no doubt. And if one wave don't work, then I'ma plan new routes. It's a fight, a brawl, a struggle within. When you battle yourself, it's harder to win. In this crazy world, peace of mind I'm after. It's a brand new day, same book, new chapter.
That's why I take what I've learned in the past just to make sure. Cause each day has the potential to be harder than the last it. Until I reach for the dream I've been meaning to grasp. And as I proceed, eventually I know that I will achieve. I steady stride and struggle to reach my goals, been applying muscle. My dark side still provides a tussle between what I do and should be doing. Will decide my hustle, speak loud to defy the muzzle. Cause nobody's gonna silence my voice. It's my right, my life, my passion, my choice. I hoist my dreams high in the clouds and scream loud. At the end of this life, I'ma make me proud. Just to make sure. Cause each day has the potential to be harder than the last it. Until I reach for the dream I've been meaning to grasp. And as I proceed, eventually I know that I will achieve.
Appleton.
Yes, y'all. It's the Appleton Radio Show every Wednesday night, playing you that main hip-hop. And that right there was Grand Street Orchestra, Dream Hustle. We snuck it in there real quick while Ryan Augustus went and took care of some business, but he's back, we're back, and we're proud to say that we are welcoming for the first time on the airwaves DJ KTF. What's going on, man?
KTF feels good, man.
Is it working? I don't know, is it working too loud and clear? Yes, no?
I think we're good, man.
Check.
I hear you over here.
Yeah, you hear me over there?
We got you loud and clear.
Indeed we do. How you doing, KTF?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you very much.
No doubt, man. First time coming through to the Appleton Radio Show. Real happy to have you here.
It's quite the spot you got here. I see all sorts of archives up on the walls, all the past show posters and flyers and handouts and all that jazz.
Yeah, man. We try and throw it all together. You know, the big thing about Appleton Radio is the fact that we're compiling so much stuff.
Yeah.
And we've got all this music and all of this this history that we're able to share with people that either one wasn't around to witness it, or two, you know, have no clue that this has been going on in Maine for as long as it has been, you know?
Yeah.
So with that being said, you know, what was it like for you coming up, you know, through the music scene and with hip hop? Like, you know, what really got you into to DJing and you know, using that art form?
Yeah, no, it's funny. I thought DJing was always fascinating. I seen on TV things like that, but it was always something for other people or someone else to do. But I was an avid drummer for many years, and then when I went off to college, I found out that they don't like you to bring a drum kit to a dorm.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, yeah, nobody likes it at all. So I thought I need to pick up some other talent, or I'm gonna go crazy without my drums. That was like my voice. That was my release. That was the way to get through the day, was have the drum kit. And so I thought, hey, maybe I'll try DJing. And I picked it up, and I found that correlation between the beats that you can play on a drum set and then the rhythmical patterns of the scratching. I found it just meshed, and I loved it. and it's almost like instead of one drum hit, you get a whole track to work with,
right?
And you're just arranging on a larger scale.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great way to look at it, man. Definitely, especially coming from a drummer background. Now, the other thing is how long have you been kind of gigging and doing it more, not so much just for you and for your people, but house parties and events and one event you hosted the Ruckus Cup one year.
Yeah, that was a fun year.
You know what I mean?
I hosted the Ruckus Cup. When KRS-One came to town, I got to be his DJ up on stage. That was out of control.
Crazy.
I got to open for Curtis Blow. Like old school.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was
definitely.
But this was all. I mean, this is all in Portland,
Okay.
Up in Bar Harbor.
Yeah.
We got when I was with the band, Mr. Blue and the Family Tree. We opened for Burning Spear.
Okay.
Like the reggae guy.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah, that was a great show.
And actually, let's talk a little bit about that, because there's a lot of local musicians that took part in that band.
Yeah, it was an interesting band. We pulled from pretty much the Damariscotta area and Bangor area all through UMA, University of Maine at Augusta.
I went there, man, so shout out.
Phenomenal jazz cats come out of there.
Oh, yeah.
And so we pulled together Lex Jones. We got Stu Mahan. Who else was Lex and Stu? Nigel Hall.
Nigel Hall, yeah.
Nigel Hall is a beast. And
Yes,
AMC, who's now the owner of Main Street Music Studios up in Bangor.
Right.
And a huge producer in his own name.
Right. And so what were you guys coming together and doing? I mean, it was kind of like a blend of hip hop and jazz and R&B vocals and things of that nature. Or?
Yeah, it was a fusion of all those styles. Because originally the nucleus of the group was AMC and the rapper Mr. Blue.
Okay.
And who gave his name to the band, Mr. Blue and the Family Tree.
Right.
And they came together and were making hip hop beats, but AMC as a producer, he came from a jazz background and was a jazz drummer. And they couldn't quite get the sounds with the technology at the time that they were looking for. This would have been like 2003-ish. So, the computers were doing pretty well, but it was still just a little out of grasp.
Sure.
And so we put this live group together. We also had Adam Rennie, who now works over at AV Technic, and he was like our engineer who recorded all of our practice sessions and traveled with us when we gig. But it was just a supreme sound to put together, and it all it gelled really quick, and it was a fun group while it lasted.
Definitely. So that's cool. That's great that you see, because I had before tonight. I had no prior knowledge of that, and obviously, yeah, exactly. Pause your Mario real quick for us, But yeah, so that's cool that you had that rocking then, and then from there, you've I noticed from you gigging all over Portland from what I had seen. So tell us about the transition into the last couple of years, where I feel like you've been one of the more consistent DJs in the scene, as of late.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm nothing if not consistent. But no, it's when I came back, I went to Vermont to go to school, and when I came back, I hit the ground running, and I was like, I can either get some bullshit day job,
right,
or I can hone my skills, build some connections,
right,
and get out there and earn
Gig
money with the
some loot.
turntables.
Yeah.
So I started at all those Tom Manning bars on 4th Street,
Yep.
Mercury,
Yep.
which was then the Lava Lounge, which was then the place where Jimmy Hot Pants got shot or whatever.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And now they're all closed.
Right.
But and I started just working 4th Street like 4 nights a week.
There you go.
And you had to play a lot of top 40 stuff or whatever. But I met a lot of interesting people and got to fill a lot of interesting requests.
Oh, man, I bet. So how long did you do that all that for?
Oh man, I can't even say, like 2005 or 6.
Right.
Yeah. And then that was right up until when I first really broke into the hip hop scene as a gigging performer here, because before leaving for Maine, I was just a consumer. I did my DJ thing, but I was like I was more about the band than about getting up there as a battle DJ.
Sure.
And so when I came back, I actually through another band I was in, got connected with A-Frame.
Okay.
And he
A-Frame,
was doing a show, and he had a new album coming out, and he wanted to put together a backing band, and they wanted me to be the like DJ and do cuts and stuff for the backing band. And I thought, this is right up my alley.
Yeah.
And so I played with A-Frame at the Big Easy.
And that was with the Foundation, I believe?
Yeah,
cool.
it was the
No
Foundation.
doubt.
Exactly.
That's what's up. No doubt.
No, and it was a great gig.
Yep.
And, really got live. And I got to also be the opening DJ, too. So I just set up, played, and then did the show.
Yeah.
And after that, Shoop came up to me and he's like, hey, man, we're always looking for more DJs. If you ever, are down. And so I gave him my phone number. And yeah.
Next thing you know, you're at rap night here and there, holding it down, definitely for the open mics and before, like playing,
Yeah.
We got to do
holding
it down
Cup,
for us before Appleton Radio. We were reaping the
Yeah.
benefits too.
Oh yeah, I was tuning into you guys.
No doubt. And that's what's up. And to go from talking about this, not only are you doing these dance clubs and where you need to hear top 40, and then doing shows like Rap Night, but I also saw you randomly at an event in Monument Square where they have the Red Bull snowboarding event or the skiing event.
It was like
Yeah, I mean, and you're up there spinning that top 40 that all these young kids want to hear, but you're blending in classic gems and like really showing that you're not just hitting a button and hitting play. You're actually using the art form and blending it together and teaching some young heads about some classic shit. So with that versatility, do you think that you're able to gig a little bit easier because of that?
Oh, absolutely. Where somebody's planning an event or somebody wants to book you as a DJ, and they're like, "What do you have?" and you say stuff they don't recognize and don't care about.
Right.
It's probably not going to work out. And so much of the DJ business is just word of mouth and beating the pavement and trying to get people on your SoundCloud, trying to get people on your Facebook, all that.
Right.
And so to be able to please whoever the audience is in front of you is critical, of course, as a DJ. But the other thing too is rather than take an elite approach, like this is a good song and this is a bad song.
Right.
Songs have varying levels, varying blends of emotion and artistic integrity versus commercialism.
Right.
But every song, regardless of where it falls in that spectrum, has a time and a place. I've had like underground heads breaking their necks to whatever sort of sandbag joints I'd be dropping or something like that.
Right.
But then when the moment is right, you can throw some like crisscross on them.
Right.
Or
people are just like,
DOS
wait,
effects.
did he just drop off
and
the bus?
They just go nuts. They go nuts because everybody knows it, and it's like it changes the atmosphere in the room. Changes the vibe in the room.
Sure. No doubt. Well, another thing is that you're getting into production, and we've been talking for a minute, so I want to get back into some music, but we've played Green Tank on here before, and I believe we have a couple of songs lined up right now. So tell us a little bit before we get into the song about Green Tank and your affiliation and what we're going to let them hear.
Well, no, Green Tank, greentankmusic.com. It's two MCs and the producer. The MCs are Mr. Blue and Jim Thorpe, and the producer is AMC, sometimes known as the Giant Eagle.
No doubt.
And he's the drummer from the band back in the day.
Right,
Mr.
we were
Blue's
just
the
discussing.
Blue,
Nice.
And so they've been doing their own thing, and they've put together probably 3 or 4 phenomenal full-length albums now. Sky People is a free download. They get a couple other free downloads.
No doubt.
And then their latest release, where I co-produced one track and did some cuts on it, is called The Riddle of Steel.
Okay.
And it's got this whole vibe, this like barbarian throwback sort of Conan pounded out vibe. And we got a couple of joints lined up. One is called The Numbers Game, and that's featuring Nigel Hall, and it's a really laid back sort of interstellar joint.
Cool. We'll play that. And then I think first we want to get into the Classic Escape.
Oh, Classic Escape. This is my favorite track off the whole album. It's a real like neck breaker with some power, like super fast, precise lyricism.
Cool.
Great stuff.
And I also think that you had an exclusive track that you wanted to play here that we haven't played on the air yet, right?
Oh, I got a couple of Green Tank exclusives that I'm
so
authorized
we're going to jump into that too. Very ill.
Well,
all right.
Thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you being here to share some.
And we're going to still be talking with him. He's going to be talking with his hands. We're going to have a little blend session.
People
and we're going to have MCs around. So you know how it goes. Appleton Radio Show. When there's too many MCs, not enough mics. Let's go ahead and get into this song by Green Tank. This is Classic Escape on the Appleton Radio Show. Thank you, KTF. Let's keep it moving, y'all.
Sure.
They got me in the dungeon, chained to the wall, but my brain isn't entertaining a fall. Always keep a lock pick in the mouth so I can bust the fuck out when it's about to go south. Unlock him, make it look like I'm still shackled, and when the guard comes, I hit him with the ill tackle. Kill him, steal his boots and his weapons, boosting my legend. About to know the truth in a second. Aha, I can hear the guard coming. I better make this count for something. That's when I lunged, headbutt broke his nose, and he bit off his tongue. Next up, a quick drop to the neck. That's when he dropped to the deck. Gather myself, now I'm headed upstairs, and there's a room full of them up there, but I'm fully prepared, so I charged in. Outnumbered by a wide margin, I let the blade sing a song for me. It didn't take long, cause it couldn't foresee. The JT was a savage, way above the norm, definitely not your average. Then I looked to the left and the right, took a few more steps and disappeared in the night.
Another classic escape, rock back and forth until the ropes break. Stand up, rub your wrist, dip out the back before you ever miss. Yeah, another classic escape, rock back and forth until the ropes break. Stand up, clench your fist, dip out the back before you ever miss. They had me tied on some amateur shit, paracord, laureate loop, double hand over hand, half hitch. Reverse engineer the knots real quick, and out I slip, analyze the room that I'm in. Baseboard heat, drywall, mad then, a little H2O ought to make this sheet rock band. Broke the pipe on my fist, a couple kicks, now I'm in an empty office. Moving towards the unlocked door, cautious. Walking on eggshells, that's when the guard yells, "What the fuck is all this water on the floor?" Came at him at his blind side as he keyed in the door. Improvising plan, computer cord in my hand. Burst at him at an awkward angle and strangle until his arms dangle. Boots squeaking on the wet tile, assassin style. Time to get in the clear, so I flash back to when they let me in. Left through a door, right another door, a long corridor to a set of stairs. Now I'm in the lobby, motherfuckers can't stop me. Headed toward the entrance, doorman didn't stand a chance. Left and gagged and arms bound. Already long gone with the alarm sound. Another classic escape, rock back and forth until the ropes break. Stand up, rub your wrist, dip out the back before you ever miss. Yeah, another classic escape, rock back and forth until the ropes break. Stand up, clench your fist, dip out the back before you ever miss.
Appleton.
Can you trace success to a mishap? I keep chipping at my prospects, it's like a pickaxe. Misfortune gon' sing your tune. If you sit back, what's common sense to me can read like Greek to the next cat. Matter of fact, no could be's, it's just that it is. They mutilate a masterpiece and feed it back to the kids. Take the true rhyme kicker and throw them through the wood chipper, hoping to come out the upper end hipper, newer and cooler. And all you end up with is a pile of manure with plenty of flaws. Forget the true school, that's a lapsing in the law. But y'all can hold us all. I got plenty balls of gold up in the vault, and others do too. Just gotta connect the pins on the map and work around like some voodoo. It ain't no mystery, yo. How the fuck you gon' hang up when history calls? I see these has-beens, faces reflected in trash bins that I walk by and keep my mind out the dumpster. My lungs and tongue sprouted wings, so my talk fly with sensational rhythm, not sensationalism. You get it?
Yeah. This life I dig it like a salt mine. I guess the fault's mine for walking down this fault line. And they always trying to halt mine, but these jewels from the vault shine, shine.
Life is like an
aim is survival.
Life is like a
money is the idol. Life's just like a lottery. It boils down to economy. To the haves and the have-nots. That's why we stab and we grab knots. Penthouse to the crack spots. With what you want when your back drops. To hell with a replica. We keep Keep it ringing like a register. Freeze your lines like a creditor. Delete your rhymes like an editor. Predator, preying on the regular. Substandard manufactured so-called competitors. See, we captures the essence. All whack shit gets raptured from our presence. Cause the way that you and I rap have no resemblance or coalescence. The way I flow a sentence, you will know the vengeance. Watch for a second, my light shines bright as fluorescent, so know the lessons. Find the answers as I pose the questions. I rise to occasions, fly high as my aspirations. Design the variations with patience, so my creations are timeless. Engineered against mental blindness. Hard to find this type of rhyme like hidden scrolls. Much deeper than guilt-ridden souls. And it's much more amazing than payday kicking goals. Like a salt mine. I guess the fault's mine for walking down this fault line. And they always trying to halt mine. But these jewels from the vault shine, shine.
This life is like a
aim is survival.
This life is like a
money is the idol. Life is just like a lottery. It boils down to economy. To the haves and the have-nots. That's why we stab and we grab knots. Penthouse to the crack spots. Which one you want for your backdrops?
We're coming back. Here we are.
Yeah, Appleton Radio Show.
That's that green tank-ish right
exactly,
there.
back to back on them.
To be honest with you, as we played that second one, I almost thought that maybe we hadn't played it before because it was pretty epic, and I feel like I would have remembered it.
Yeah, no, I remember.
That was smooth.
Getting the material sent from KTF and playing at least one of them. You may be right about the second one.
I think we played Classic Escape, but I'd have to listen to the footage. You never know.
It's true. It's true. But so glad to know that you're working with these guys. And to be honest with you, I'm somewhat ashamed because I've never heard of these MCs out of Bar Harbor.
Yeah, no, they've been at it for a minute, and they've been working with a lot of cats, like I said, from UMA and places like that. But yeah, they've really kept their noses out of Portland and trying to go regional, go bigger.
Cool.
But yeah.
And that's understandable. You know, I can definitely understand wanting to kind of bypass it and bypass the scene and go down to something bigger. You know, if that's your intentions, definitely. So cool for them. Glad to have some of their material. We're going to be spinning a lot more. We got the whole Sky People project, which is a free download. Where can they get that, KTF?
I think it's right on DatPiff. Or check out greentagmusic.com.
There you go.
And follow the Sky People link.
There you go. So you can get the full album there. And I think we're going to jump back into some main music here. KTF, before we let you speak the rest of the evening with your hands and your fingers, you know, anything else you want to plug, things we need to look for, you know, any shout-outs, anything you want to do, man?
I mean, that's the whole point.
No, man, just Rap Night. That's the only shout-out anybody needs to give in Portland.
Nice.
If you're at Appleton Radio, you shout out Rap Night. If you're at Rap Night, you shout out Appleton.
You know, I like that. I like that theory there.
That's
you
the
know?
synergy.
Seriously, this is the pregame to Rap Night, and Rap Night is the ultimate weekly hip-hop night, the only steady, consistent rocking hip night.
Unbelievable.
Seriously. So, big shout-out, Bacall all day. So we're going to go ahead and jump into some more main hip-hop. I believe we're going to go with Poverty, All Is Fair. Unless we've already played this?
No, we have not played that, man. We're getting into this Poverty.
Classic. You know, this is the... Hell yeah, the Rise from Ruin album. He jacked it. It should have been released on Artist Direct. They got shut down. If you don't know, listen like 8 shows back or 15 shows back, and we talked about it. You can find it eventually. But yeah, we're going to get into this. This is All Is Fair by Poverty, Tommy Kane, whatever you want to call it. Here we go, Appleton.
Let's go. All right, it's been real.
All is fair and all is fair and all is fair in love.
You used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
But now you're lonely, cause
all is fair in
make an escape, change ways and break from the fate. Headed toward my goals, things I cannot wait to embrace. Fuck this overcrowded crib being paid by the state. Fuck this bitch who only feels when it's anger and hate. I tried to warn her, no cheating and no lying. Couldn't do either, never knew how good I could treat her. Years could have flew and still never would have deceived her. She said she didn't and her friends think I should have believed her. I played distant, wouldn't never hold her or listen, but then connected just to quickly change average. Love is like a photo in a picture frame shattered. Once it is destroyed, you're glooming what you can salvage. Eventually it starts to corrode and fall apart, but something makes you stay, and that something is called a heart. Regrets pile up, you start to have resentments and shit, and suddenly you're seeing
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
You used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
But now you're lonely, cause
all is fair.
Fussing and fighting, every day a new drama. Never happy unless she's putting me through trauma. I admit it, I played games with someone before, but never asked someone to leave and stood in front of the door. It wasn't me that was laying up with some other whore, or getting jealous every time I had to run to the store. I packed my bags, girl, I'm leaving, so just get with the picture. If you weren't up in my face, I wouldn't threaten to hit you. Don't be upset, there's plenty men sweating to get you. You'll have another minute under a month, I bet you. You've already been with half of my homies, just tell them I'm gone. I'm sure you'll never have to be lonely. It ain't my fault you're broken, now you're losing your crib, or that you heard from a doctor that you couldn't have kids. I tried to have some empathy, I said come here, hug me, and you just got ugly and pushed me away.
All is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
You used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
But now you're lonely, cause
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
You used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
But now you're lonely, cause
all is fair.
Now how did you expect these things to make a man feel? You never had the decency to even speak to me. Now I'm tired, I've had it up to here with this shit. It'll be a long time before I care for a bitch again. Blame your friends, blame me, blame whoever. I can't define love, but it sure ain't forever. Now we ain't together, and it's raining, so you're sleeping with a stranger just to change the weather. No man will ever look at you the way I used to. My little superstar, saw you for who you are. You'll never find love in the club dressed like that. You'll always be a spot for men to rest their hat. You'll always be alone cause you don't accept the fact you're just another chick they won't respect. I hate it, watching you do yourself in, but there's nothing I can do cause
all is fair. All is fair. All is fair in love.
You used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
But now you're lonely, cause
all is fair. All is fair.
Appleton.
All is fair in love.
Appleton. Appleton.
You used to hurt me, but
all is fair in love.
Rap night.
Rap night.
But now you're lonely, cause
all is fair.
We are back again, doing things that we've never done here. Just deciding, you know what? We're tired of pressing play on the buttons and doing things. We're gonna turn it over to KTF.
This is the first time ever, Appleton Radio, we have handed over the reins completely to DJ KTF Terrace, and he's going to put it down right now for the next 15, 20 minutes. You may hear some local stuff. You may hear some national stuff. You may hear some intros or some breaks.
We
some
don't know.
1985 hip-hop. We're going to get into it right now and let him run with it. KTF, AppletonRadio.com. Rock on. 207, let's go.
I can't have respect for you if all you care about is a chain around your neck, or you Only care about a check. It makes me wanna pull a tech on you and catch wreck on you. Or from a spot you can't detect, look through the scope and put the X on you. I might as well have made a dollar, put a hex on you. Fuck that bullshit, I did it the hard way. And only care what the squad say. A life without challenge is a life without balance. I'm known for the voice like Jack Palance. So me without a mic is like herb without chalice. Like a submarine without ballast. Like a king without a palace. Heavy cloud status. I wrote this for addicts. For the days when it was made in basements and attics. There's nobody adjacent in practice. I mummified the mic, have it encased in the fabrics of pharaohs and magic. Lacing the marrows of mavericks. Pick your poison, arrows or hatchets. Rare flows or ratchets. You need the speed of sparrows to catch it.
Me and my man, twin edges, rugged like ledges on coastlines. Kick them dungeon for your throat lines. Alligator mode rhymes. The treasure gleaming, y'all can't reach it from the mezzanine. Speech leaves peace, lagoon shine long, but a whole piece speaks. Spell arcane arts, hilt deep. Y'all can catch me with my boot on their collarbone. Withdraw my poem, the counter brawny crisp flow. Mashing up the disco, flowing like my next slit. I'm also next to next shit. Vanishing, abandoning them, skinning hides and tanning them. Catching lead from the cannon lung. What the fuck, y'all? We want some answers. Who we locking antlers? I'm rocking pelts for you skinned R&B dancers. Who softer than what I nut out? Your chemo and cut out. Getting hoe, all with your butt out. Music circulating like blood in, blood out. Ain't no tying off this artery, just like it ought to be. A U-Street eye, it's like an oddity. You give a fuck if your neck is gold laden. I want respect in the form of basil hated splashes and glasses, cigar, ash, exotic cash, and a lot of cash. For the word slash swordplay, I get served like hors d'oeuvres.
Mommy Mary,
I spit the seeds and the chains.
Mary Coleman, that is. I love you. Rest in peace. You still here though? Word up. This goes out to you. Mary Parker, Loretta Randall, Grandfather Bill, Rooney Manuel, Robert and Blanche Ill, Uncle C, Alicia Ill, Giovanni.
To my man G.O.V. I remember how you used to be. You were the illest man alive. Now I'm reading your eulogy. Eyes so serious, you told me hold my head. Pursue this rap shit and go forward, never backwards. While you grip text tight and ran niggas out of town, I ripped up mics, showing whack niggas how to sound. Still your essence was calling. By 2 gunshots at close range, your frame had fallen. Now like an angel you've risen, and you will stay in my heart. And yo, I wish you were still living. Word. This is in memory of
Zachary Bro, Cousin Paula, Harry O'Fobs, yeah, Sam O, 183rd, Joshua Faust, Brian Brown, y'all, yeah.
To my man Brian B, I remember how you used to be. You were the flyest in the club with 3 bitches doing rubber dub. You was the pimp of all panderers. GQ, Johnny Presley, fucking up the elegances. So many hookers on your schedule, slamming Cadillac doors and macking whores on the regular. You used to boost the slickest of suits, climbing through the back windows on the bus. You was ill, dukes, until that chick you Vic for the cutlass started snail sniffing Kid Ain and went to cut ya. That freak shanked you 6 times in your sleep. I wish you was here, cause your philosophy was mad deep. Yeah, this is in memory of
Dr. Octagon, paramedic fetus of the East with priest. I'm from the church of the operating room with the strikes of force, scalpel since the Holocaust. I do indeed and greed, explore, meet the patients, back to rooms with the nurse with the voodoo curse. Holding up office lights, standing at huge heights, back and forth, left wing, swing to north, east and south with blood pouring down your mouth. I come prepared with the white suit and stethoscope, listen to your heartbeat, delete, beep, beep, beep. Your insurance is high, but my price is cheap. Look at the land. Blue flowers, growing by the purple pond. See the polka dots. Blue flowers, growing by the purple pond. Yellow indigo. Blue flowers, growing by the pond. Look, it's raining yellow. Would you care to listen to any more? Thank you. Holding bags on down right from the hospital. It's a patient's work to keep the germs off the turf. Cybernetic microscopes and metal antidotes to telescopes that magnifies eyes of a roach. The computers, a cup of coffee planted with my hand and astral planet detached, turn on rare foggers. cut the light on the kid and turn it bright on. Supersonic waves combine and burn his brain waves. I see the mascot of evil, he's not Knievel. Shakespeare's gone, don't even think about him. Yes, as I go into the park, I see blue flowers.
Got a brand new record. I'd like you to listen to this.
Yeah, you are now rocking with the sounds of KTF Terracin on the Appleton Radio Show. Technique 12s is spinning, baby. Appleton.
I'll show you how my voice would have made it unbelievable, baby. Good. Oh, okay, Joey.
To see you cry. I can't stand to see you cry. If tears stand to see you cry.
I can't stand to see you cry, no, baby, now.
From the first note, give you musical high like the earth smoke. Take a hit of this song like clouds, the words float. I get high as an angel is New York to Los Angeles. I don't floss chains, I floss cannabis. Buying herb got certain parameters, but if it's good, then tell me what the damage is. I smoke that bag up, however many grams it is. Cigars that Havana twist get you so high that you forget what your language is.
We can come right out of Sayre, you can tell from the way that my eyes is so low that I love the hydro. Peach Dutch, each touch sets us off like some rockets. Had me lose my bag of smoking straight, checking on my pockets, poke a stick or two. Well, I kicking you the Sesame story. Came from a brown sea to glowing green in all its glory. Might not be for you, but you haven't spoken for me. Peep the air we roasted, son, it's a smoking allegory.
we don't get low. 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 We don't get low.
You can be a connoisseur, art of fashion, but I'm neither. But I'm somewhat of a zombie, have some of the cannabis sativa. Harsh and heavy, light and crisp, whatever, son, I'm lighting this. Tastes like berry, green and hairy, put away them fighting fists.
My flow get you high as a skyscraper, or stars in the night sky, stuck like flypaper. I'ma do it until I meet my maker, then you can burn me up and breathe my vapor.
Crazy quick from when it's lit to burning the tip of your fingers. Love the way it swirl and twist as that smoke lingers. Soon everybody in the room consumed with a cloud of boom. Why? Cause we blowing like jazz singers.
My vision more than blurry, eyes red like Chicago, Jordan, Jersey, Hayes, Parmesan, Big Bang, more than worthy. Lace the L with the hash they export from Turkey. What? We don't get low. 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 You can tell when the rookie can't withstand the L, cause that shit'll make him look like Sam Cassell.
We the marijuana piranhas, the barracudas of Buddha. Soon as the L sparks, suckers circling like sharks.
And if I broaden out, fuck it, I'm scraping and scrounging, searching all type of ashtrays, clips are found in.
Cause we run through smoke like burning building rescues. Puffing the bones, the cornerstone that Babylon's builders refuse.
Smoke therapy, herbal remedy, nature's medicine like this melody. Got it going on like Con Edison. This beat specialized for high mind states, so I created high life where my mind escape time, space.
Simple stress release, right? Puff through the peace pipe. Slow me down, I'm high right now and flowing like it's grease light. Potent and pungent, you can smell that shit from here. It's a daily ritual, go on, put something in the air.
In the day I get paid like a lottery pick. I blaze so much you say I gotta be sick.
For breakfast, cinnamon. For lunch, fruit punch. An afternoon snack, blaze some mind, but it's black.
So light it up, let your head nod back and forth. If you get high, it's a space shuttle blasting off. So light it up, let your head nod back and forth. If you get high, it's a space shuttle blasting off.
Nigga one, guy. Word up. Look out for the cops, though. 2 for 5s over here, baby. Word up. 2 for 5s. Some niggas got garbage down the way. Word up. Check this old fly shit out. Word up.
Step on my shoes, I will kill you.
Knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB don't.
Step on my shoes, I will kill you. Size 10, maybe 10 and a half. Good condition, for many years they last. Creative Rex, Vans, DCs. Ain't life supreme or the pumps on my feet. Shoe color is bright. Fuck it, all of those above you can catch in the night. It's like walk the streets with my Nike SBs. Purposely place the fat tongue in front of jeans. Cautious round these. Put frowns on faces, my kick game is so mean. You choose an insect, I hear you need aid. Release a couple sprays from my Nike Air Raids. No matter what the cost is, me without kicks on my feet is Rashid without forces. And while I spit that shit, notice that these Fifth Element kicks hang from my neck.
We had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dumps.
Kids rule everything around me. Cream, the sneakers, got my SBs on.
Knew we had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dumps.
Kids rule everything around me. Cream, the sneakers, got my Reeboks on.
Creative, recreate your facing. Cosmetically get stomped. Creative recreations. Not for porn, I'm a Laker, but watch the chicks follow the trail when I rock my blazers. Broke as fuck, that's words of my mother, but I still paint the city in Adidas Addy colors. They say I'm shallow, I never learned to swim, but my glow in the dark pumps keep me float like fins. The cream started at 8-10 when my mom refused to buy 11 Jordans. I was sick for months, didn't go to recess. Saw the little homies ball morning, I'm at lunch now. I assault the court with force, air is next. Heads 180 trying to jock my straps. Cats trying to bite the shoe game with black. Flip them inside out, Air Force attack.
Knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB doses.
Kids rule everything around me. Cream, the sneakers,
got my shell toes on. Knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB doses.
Kids rule everything around me. Cream, the sneakers,
got my MJs on. As a youngin' in my XJ 900s.
LA street kid and lights, I was stuntin'.
Now we rock De La Soul.
And Milli Vanilli.
Day of the day.
Miami Vice does silly.
Cream is a sickness and man, you can't cure it.
That's why I'm laced up in my new Paul Urix.
We be the New Balance and MCs.
It's A6 to basics.
We exceed.
Amateurs be rockin' thong sandals, no bread.
We all some pros, kid.
Check the style, it's spread like a rumor.
Dudes is house cats trying to hop to a boomer.
Fila,
Tim's,
rockin' A-Life.
Saucony's, use your F-Life.
Deceased,
R.I.P.
Cream,
classic like Chuck Taylor's Peace. Knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB doses.
Kids rule everything around me. Cream, the sneakers,
got my Chuck Taylor's on.
If you dip a glass in the ocean and you look at it and your glass has no fish, what's your conclusion? Is your conclusion that the ocean doesn't have any fish in it? Or is your conclusion, it's an awfully big ocean and I didn't sample very much of it with my glass?
Time to find out. Couple pros on the low, no flash, no strobe light, right? And it goes like, we've been doing this for some time now. If you didn't know, it's time to find out. Couple pros on the low, no flash, no strobe light, right? And it goes like, sounds reflect through the genelec, connected to the method is a weapon, not meant for testing. It rests in between the eardrums, dangerous as deer rifles and spear guns, or even strong winds that push you along and over the edge when the song ends. See, I got the gift to spit so cool. It's what I give to you. It's what I live to do, inspired by what we living through. Words take shape in the cypher. Off the top, nice, a space age writer. Don't shake the cage of a tiger. That's why it's a vice to live by. Get fly, get high. Besides that, strike like a spike bat on a hi-hat. I spot those eyes on my back. Try to find where my mind's at. Make you nod your head till your spine cracks. We've been doing this for some time now. If you didn't know, it's time to find out. Couple pros on the low, no flash, no strobe light, right? And it goes like, we've been doing this for some time now. If you didn't know, it's time to find out. Couple pros on the low, no flash, no strobe light, right? And it goes like, why should what I say not make you look up? Sound on travel ground, it's in the air like luck. Authentic McCoy, not no decoy duck. Beast the bottle, I'm the cup, cool out and drink it up, chill. Life speed by, like your bottle is stuck. A whole new pace, not like an eldest face. They was the outline, the trace, now we at our own place. That's why I rock with the shine of that. What I put out, gon' reflect back. What you seeing in the mirror, better recheck facts before you solo on the trumpet of life. Playing taps, it's not rare. Stuck by the snare like bear traps. Suckers sitting pretty till they chair collapse. No gravity right here, I need some air to max. Magnetic, poetic tracks. Whatever it contacts, whatever it contacts. We've been doing this for some time now. If you didn't know, it's time to find out. Couple pros on the low, no flash, no strobe light, right? And it goes like, we've been doing this for some time now. If you didn't know, it's time to find out. Couple pros on the low, no flash, no strobe light, right? And it goes like, we've been doing this for some time.
Operation Doomsday.
By the way, I re-up on bad dreams, back up screams in 50s, be up on mad schemes that heat shop like Jiffy. Pop, in an instant, get smoked like Winston cigarettes. Hoes get ripped off like Nicorette. In real life, the real tripe scene might snatch your life like assault machine. Rifle, dead up, set up like bullfight. Be blooded how will I couldn't white or in full flight. The unemotional, call me antisocial. On the run, off the gun, Death Tally commercial. Death Valley is like rehearsal to the streets, to my peeps. GM, MF on the beat, rhymes. It's chosen like the weapons of war. So keep from stepping on my floor or delivery front door. I bring it to y'all motherfuckers, master yours. My disaster cause hell in gas drawers. The super villain cooler than a million. I'll be chillin', still quick to slice squares like Sicilians. Don't make me have to hurt them feelings. I'll ruin you in the dirt that I be doing in my dealings. Sending spirits through the ceiling, chrome peeling, dome blown. Within the comforts of your own home. Grown, big, wheeling and high rolling. I hold and lie, keep the style on my eyes swollen. Holding and folding a pal, known as massive versatile. I like to big them up, Monster Al. Them gas drawers. To my brother Sub Rock and Black Jew, I crack brew for 2 more free men, 2 up. I hit the brew up like nobody knows how extra unseen feels when giving crews a brush with death like between meals. 2 times a day with brothers as tight like a noose. With more rhymes than use than Dr. Seuss, a motherfucking mother goose. Extra suspicious flirter, whoever hook or herder. Next to malicious murder, track type vicious. Fulfilling the pipe wishes, the missions may be legal. Minus the baby eagle, any given summer's eve, don't breathe. 16 shots I do believe and 1 up the sleeve. Master of the O, who predict your last pause. I told y'all, hell and gas drawers breaking glass and plastic jaw like federal drastic law. Feder from fight secret war with them fantastic fours. Versus doom with the metal face before it go to state. The whole better settle case. The flow is at pedal pace, steady like tricycles. Beware all suckers, froze like icicles. Bag them up and bagging bitches like nickels, cause I lick them where they tickle. Before I hit the clip though, I'ma spit till I pronounce more hits than an ounce, no doubt. About to bounce, extra unannounced, I'm out. And I like to give a shout out to the brother Jet Jaguar, Megalon, and King Ghidra. I call this joint right here Gas Drawers.
Yes, sir. KTF taking over the airwaves, man.
Damn,
keeping
man.
it real lives for our listeners. Thank you, sir.
Getting a little ridiculous with it.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely, man.
And we have yet to, we've had Shoop come in and spin some records for us, and we had Rue cut it up a little bit, but we haven't really given anybody a time slot where they kind of flex like that. So big ups, thank you for doing that, and
my pleasure.
keeping it live for the listeners. And just before you go, anything else you want to plug?
No, definitely. Thanks for having me on, everybody. Rap night tonight, Big Easy. Go there, be there. Also, greentankmusic.com, djktf.com, djktf on Twitter, whatever, find me, follow me.
Do it.
I say some interesting things some of the time.
Yeah,
some
I
stupid
agree.
things the rest of the time.
You got to see the MPC shoes, man. That's the official shit right there.
Yeah, or the
MPC
DeLoreans,
shoes.
but the MPC shoes,
Hell
those
yeah.
are ridiculous.
Those are on point. So, no doubt, big up to KTF Terracin. He's going to stick around. We're going to go into a freestyle cypher here in a little bit. We got some MCs in the building that we'll talk about in a minute. But right now, we're going to jump into a song by the Dirt Coalition. This is a track called Eat Paste. Classic, main classic. I think 04, 05 was when this was dropped. So
yeah, that Dirt Coalition project, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the Appleton Radio Show, your only place for Maine hip hop, all day, every day. Log on.
Hello, Mr. Finch. It's been a while since you visited. The crows chased you off. Damn seagulls, they could give a shit. Eagle chills a little bit. Falcon still a little bitch. Evil penguins play distinguished, steady counting up their fish. Ostrich keeps ducking like aw shit. We're plucking the feathers of chicken tender poultry. Still a snitch for clucking. Now nothing's better than two birds of a feather flying high. In all pollution, destroying whatever. Go ahead, try and die. Newfound religion, I'm praying to holy pigeons. The dove loves forgiving and comfortable decisions. Two died with one stone, killed many with microphone. Though it's never known it's foul, the way we're prone to basic styles and drone on the hummingbird. Suspended words and cunning curves. Parrot copies cockatoo from watching you becoming worse. Separate and find yours. Look amongst the vultures. Span it like a condor through several different cultures. Now rise Phoenix, defy Venus, and I mean it, I mean it.
Count the minutes on the bricks, resurrect the columnist, architect down the step, bite marks the bottom lip. Once bitten, twice ride, vice hidden in white skies. Pixels aligned high, abundance but none spy. Narcology, star colony, property tax, corporate monopoly, robbery, facts the policy back. Surgery for this year, perturbed sense of security. I left the emergency on some third-degree murder spree. It's all cool, this paranoid introspection. Morphine's than chlorine if you dare enjoy direction. 100 meters of trouble seekers with piss-poor liter bottles. It's the substance, cause you refuse to follow. Some nondescript pharmacist on some shit next to garbage. Life of wind in the recycle bin, they're throwing out their pardons. And it might set a trend or enlighten an end, period. Keep an open mind, hyperextend. For serious, for keepsakes, shoeboxes of beat tapes. For calendar years and no more release dates. This is Dirt Coat Distro with the diamonds on the insoles. Soul in vaulted windows where reflection halts akimbo. Celery stalker, merit of restraining order. Welcome to the terror dome. Light foam from Downing Logger. Send credits, get proppers. Dent effort, wreck shoppers. Stretch longer in the morning with coffee to rent posture. Spread yourself thin, shoot the minutes with a whisper. The film strip that lingers in a picture on the trigger.
Yeah. Off that new Acousto project, the EP that was released. This is One for the solo joint by Mike B. Acousto, get your wetsuits ready. Saturday night, the 207 show. We'll plug that later.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for coming out to the party tonight. You just heard my man Jay Karen on the ones and twos. Up next, live in the place to be, we got the man, the mighty Mike B. Yo, you ready to get a mic?
No doubt, yo. So to you crab cats, all you ever doing is boasting. What I've been up to, you can view it in motion. Cooling on the roof with the view of the ocean. Writing rhymes to review that be smoother than lotion. Now, I kill a track with the pick of the graphite. Deliver rap to a bigger and slack type. Ask Mike, the whole crowd figure I stack right. And knock haters out with the fist of the mag light. Cause I can dig the commotion, but I never did the galley if the police scoping. Similar to Cali, my state's always golden. See me in the alley, but I ain't going bowling. Raking in grands, I can stay in a bank when I'm not shaking cans like I'm playing a prank. I thank me. I build skills for self. It's all my records rotate. We all chill on shelves. Hey yo, 1 for the party, 2 for the fans, 3 for everybody. Throw your goddamn hands like this, y'all. I like this, y'all. The EMC-double-E might be ripped, y'all. Hey yo, 1 for the party, 2 for the fans, 3 for everybody. Throw your goddamn hands like this, y'all. I like this, y'all. The EMC-double-E might be ripped, y'all. So now people trying to say Mike's back in business, but it's Billy whack. It's a fact. I lived this. I just played the back while I laughed at bitches. If you thought I was done, son, ask forgiveness. Yeah, cause I've been here on my own time. Mind on soul, getting dope from my old rhymes. No time to speak any day of the week. Now I just give 'em my disc, tell 'em play and repeat. Slaying the beat, producers don't tempt me, please. I got waxed by the crates, no MP3s. The drums that I use are tracked down the record. The drums that you choose are wax sound neglected. Might catch record, it's all that I do. Bet you hope that you brought it harder, but ain't follow it through. So your heart will only put water, you ain't harder than flu. You can't abort it, son, I got it, brought the product in view. Hey yo, 1 for the party, 2 for the fans, 3 for everybody. Throw your goddamn hands like this, y'all. I like this, y'all. The EMC-double-E might be rich, y'all. Hey yo, 1 for the party, 2 for the fans, 3 for everybody. Throw your goddamn hands like this, y'all. I like this. The EMC-double-E might be real.
Okay. So it looks like we got a little bit of time. Big shout out to Mike B. Follow him, Prolific Funk. We're gonna keep it moving. Another Augusto banger off the EP. This is a solo J. Karen joint. You too. And we're gonna get into a cypher here in a minute.
Yeah. Yo, there's a lot of shady type cats running around, man. You need to watch out for them. I'm telling you, man. Type of motherfuckers stab you in the back, just like that. Keep it. On this path of life, you come across many types of people. Some good, some bad, some are viewed as evil. Some are complex, others are see-through. Listen up, cause to this joint right here, there'll be no sequel. Yo, I'm about to break it down through the course of this track. How shady types of individuals be plotting attacks. Some compensate for confidence that they lack by trying to ride the road to glory off the next man's back. They want the credit, the money, whatever ain't there. As soon as you achieve a little shine, they're grilling. Beware. They will campaign in your name, they'll smear. And it's for these type of fools that you need to prepare. They got an eye on your prize that you're trying to get. So be careful of the people you associate with. And if you got the knowledge, knowing peeps are scheming to take, then strike first so they can feel the mistake. But don't be that type. The type of cat to beg for handouts. The type that's quick to sell your friends out. Don't be that type. The type of person who don't spread no love. The type of person always holding a grudge. Don't be that type. The type to not help yourself and try to place blame on someone else. Yo, don't be that type. A lot of cats are shady, while other cats beg for help, but don't do a damn thing to try to help themselves. Some mistake cash money for wealth and make plans to get it. Some obvious, but others are stealth. They'll try to infiltrate your operation, break your concentration, then wait for that perfect situation. That's when they strike cold dead in the night. So get ready for the throwdown, prepare for the fight. Cause the truth is, whatever type shiest, yo, they ruthless. Whatever you got that they want, they'll try to boost it. Whether it's material things, cash or brains, they'll try to drain it all from you so they can gain. Stay in your lane, recognize that truth. Keep your eyes open wide so to see that proof. They'll try to get close to you, not just for the hell of it, and so that they can benefit. Don't be that type. The type of cat to beg for handouts. The type that's quick to sell your friends out. Don't be that type. The type of person who don't spread no love. The type of person always holding a grudge. Don't be that type. The type to not help yourself and try to place blame on someone else. Yo, don't be that type.
Feeling so good. It's like
Appleton.
Yes, sir. We're back. This is Augusto, that world premiere on Appleton Radio.
Yeah, back to back, both of those joints, both solo joints, both produced by the artist rapping on it. So, big shout out to them, and big shout out again to KTF Terracin coming through, holding it down.
Yes, sir.
We got some ghouls, creeping around the Appleton Radio studio. We're gonna pass the mics around. It's one of those times where there's too many MCs and not enough mics. So we're gonna get it busy here on the Appleton Radio Show. Yo, 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 Appleton Radio Show. Oh, blow, buck.
fuck, what the fuck's up? Here we go, like pass it round like we do the Joint on point, don't need to rhyme it. Still the timing is on, proper placement, word is born, y'all cats need to face it, no replacement, it's me on the MIC, break it down and spell it, I smell it. Had to take a hit, still get that shit and spit legit. So on to the next one. Let's just flex, son, and pass it around, pass it around, pass it around.
Whoa.
So who's next to drop on the sound as we pass it around, pass it around. Rap game, George Clooney. Never spit them tunes at a loony. And your whole game is bitch like Bugs Bunny when he cross-dresses, flexing on the microphone and say, yes, it's your last breath, take a test, but you fail while I never exhale. I'm not hitting joints, but the Pastor P is like an apostrophe when you're rapping and pausing. Dynamo-P never dodged the mic. Used to whip a Stratus, baby girl at home, but y'all know she is the baddest. So I had to have this. I'm like exhaling the flows, but DP never know.
Wow.
So I hold it down and let the sleeper sleep. Got my trapper keeper with my raps be sleeping. Homie, fake MC stay weeping.
Yeah, it's Rize Ill in the studio. You tried to get me off the block, but I moved the flow. I got the fluent shit that you've been waiting for. Every day I'm on the grind like a skateboard. So y'all you wanna hear, I don't really care. It's a calendar year, 2013 is here. And we here with educated advocates and Dynamo-P. Ill by instinct and that'll be me. I don't care about shit, these cats wanna get it right. I said fuck you with the shit and I'm coming like I want you. Yeah. Let me slow it up. When you're in the Appleton radio, you cats, y'all be blowing up.
Yeah. Big shout out, Dynamo-P, Rize Ill. IVI, where you at, man?
Hello! Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, get him.
Yo.
Hear the clouds in the room fucking so thick I can't see through the fumes. But I just am in a self-induced state of mind, but I can't help but have to reduce the whackness that cats wanna come and try and act with all day long. Yo, I'm on that acrobatic tip. Yo, doing those gymnastics on that balance beam. Yo, the most talented team, they tried to test this, but they understood that they couldn't pass those MEAs since back in the day, like 8th grade. I was mad blaze, these kids were smoking parsley flakes. Yo, I'm like, yo, they don't even know what it takes. I rock this mic until I'm in my old age. I rock that knee brace, tore my ACL, and I rock this mic like crazy well. So if you got ideas on how to plot, you best to step up or step back and pass the pot, cause I got more raps than an astronaut or a gymnast. Yo, kids know my language style is the most distinguished off the top. That's the way that I hit it. Eyes closed, rhyme flows, no egos, but I can't help but stop rapping and just pose. Pose in a b-boy stance, I glance, but I never take the chance when you step into the ring. The king crown, pass it, the bastard blasted, his flow all over the track plastered. Don't care if I stumble or hit the lines, but I'm never missing minds when I hit it on time. Like, yo, let me check the drum break and take another breath as we step toward the next section. Still a blessing, the microphone resurrecting. Yo, knock it loose. Thick, make mics bubble like bubble goose. Buckle up, motherfucker, still gotta do what I do. Trunk a hat to the back, run through what you see. Please believe it's me and Dynamo-P. IBI will still provide an ill type of freestyle to ride. Well, Rize will just rise, get it? Beat switch it, KTF, rock it till I got no breath, so what's next? Rock it till there's nothing left. Dynamo to the left.
That's right. The hardcore spit. Check it. Let KRS talk for a minute.
Yo, hopping out the Civic. Man, mad digits in my wallet. Mr. Pimpology, yeah, you called it. You see me flossing ever with them tight jeans like them pussy-ass kids. Scenesters, nah, I mean. Yeah, on some Mogo's face, but you never caught the way that I flow. It's big bass, basic, like my waistline kid never had no gat, as a matter of fact. But I got a fly actress, got a big fat flow that these kids wanna lack with. Yeah, and they be coming with them written styles they bitten, but they never getting buck wild like them 96 type of raps.
My conglomerate is thicker. EA and Sandbag split ya whole scene up. And Rize Ill with the cypher series. Debate who is the best on the mic you see. Obama 2013B, the triumphant year. But this is Dynamo's time, so about to pass the microphone and kick them lines.
We get it going when we get on the mic. That's right, the whole crowd getting up what we like. Like the blunt, get it right. We be rolling all night. Fuck what they be trying to say, cause on site is how we do it, and that's how we been in it. Fuck what they be saying, cause the rhymes is spinning. And anybody rapping knows this and they been watching. So when the crowd is standing around, they always bopping. You see your heads cocking, rolling up the blunts and drinking drinks until we stop it. We on the floor flopping like the fish off of the dachshund. These cats is thinking Rize is coming off like the moccasins. The Indian bitches is fucking with them in the DPs. I'm trying to get the money up 3. You 63 Hold up. My rhymes are getting slower, but fuck what they been trying to say, cause ill by instinct know it.
Oh yeah, they recognize us. We rock all day, beat machines and synthesizers just piled up in the laboratory over records. Yo, when I'm done scratching shit shredded, I might as well just throw it in the garbage. And I'll walk in the next room and plug in a Nintendo cartridge. Yeah, and I'll just play like to level 99 without losing a life and beat the game 5 times. I'm that old school junkie, rocking them break beats. Then I'll eat a plate for the lunch meat. Where them cheese at? Cheesy weed cats, they know that we need that, so get that feedback like online, the FAQ. These kids wanna fake, but I say, hey, you can't even step to us. Nah, we wreck you up. That's right, get them pancakes and check the syrup, cause these kids sipping on it. Yo, I hit the chronic, then I pass the mic. I take that cause I'm hogging on it. I'm on some Frank Sinatra, I'm on that rap pack. But I'm about to get these motherfucking raps stacked like piles of hay. Cause that's like living in Maine, what you drive by every day on the highway. So I don't even know why they try and say that man Appleton radio ain't worth the airplay. Yo, that we don't care what they say, cause if they step against us, they'll be in dismay. But anyway, yo, I take it back to the beginning. Let another MC get it. Yo. Hey yo, that's right, it's Rize in the motherfucking spot, Dynamo-P
Appleton
and Ryan Augustus, KTF on the 1s and 2s, Appleton.
Yeah, I came just to bust her. Here's a story about riding to Augusta. Hop on 295 from Connecticut. Let's start smoking and see how wet we'll get. Anyway, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon and I'm making my drive, be there soon. Tight, go and take off the exit. You're not ready for the next shit. Pigs throw the blues on and they ride behind us. Can't believe they're throwing their shits on to blind us. And we pull over not knowing what'll happen. Guess what? Guess they're gonna find the fucking napkin with the name and the number of the dude that sold us all the shit. Cause we're some real live soldiers. Guess what happened? You wanna know the facts? Some cats gobbled over with 1.5 ounces of crack on the way to Harp's house. Chilling out in Lewiston, swear to God this shit's true, it happened today, my rap will just slay. Anyway, check the news facts so you can't guess what I say.
I spit a dope divine, Dynamo-P, a life without crime. I got more lines than Red Zeets in the summertime. Get it? Up in Bath where you never get caught up in the Route 1 traffic. Get your ass kicked when you rap pussy. I spit spastic, it's Patrick with that dope flow. Under my snapback, Patrick Patriots, oh. I say my name too many times when I kick it, but they lying to you when they spit non-specific. They got their game tight, they spit it wrong. I'm under my hoodie, it's not my fucking hood where I be living, the West End where I used to reside, but now I'm Oakdale, baby, and it's never do or die. Cause no one's dying where I'm living, baby, give it nothing. Cause I'm walking down the streets and the little kiddies loving everything they see. Old ladies loving P, cause he's a nice cat. What you wanna be? You little wannabes with your gangster persona. Never personify anything that you talk on a microphone. But you bluffing, everybody rushing to be a fucking rapper, they just be loving what they see on TV screens. You're Mr. Mean, but you're not mean to P, you little nice pussy.
And we keep it on. Rize Ill studio, KTF rocking the 1s and 2s, Appleton radio, shout out to you. And we do it like we wanna, fuck it with. Yeah. Let me start from the beginning when I say that Rize get the studio cracking every day. Got a bottle of the liquor in the bottom of the shit. with the brown paper bag wrapped around it, and I hit that every couple seconds, cause I'm trying to get my buzz on. They trying to get Rize off of this shit. What the fuck's wrong? I don't even need a whole second to think. I get it off in a second and I stay on the brink. I'm hungry all the time like Christopher Walken on the hunt. Fuck the bullshit you see when I spark it all the time. I got the munchies. I'm eating rappers like it's lunch meat. You fucking with the wrong one if you punch me. I got this on time. It's all the time with my clock never off, cause I'm fucking with mine.
A gangsta has got to be the sure shot.
And it's like that.
A gangsta has got to be the sure shot.
And it's like that.
A gangsta has got to be the sure shot.
And it's like that.
A gangsta
represent.
Yeah. It seems so many of the favorite rappers died like mine was that's right, this was Guru. All day was the way that I used to listen to that shit. But yo, let me be truthful, it shaped my perspective. And every time I get the mic, I try and set it well a little bit more intelligent, where else I would have fallen short. But I knew that I wouldn't make it at all in sports, cause I was too short to be center, which is what they made me play. I would've had to be a point guard. Remember, I'm only like 6'3", but then I busted my knee, couldn't pass, and plus, yo, I smoked mad weed, so there's no fucking way I would ever make the team. So I had to fucking find my own way to stay supreme. That's why I educated myself for the street, walking around with some headphones, rapping to a beat. Like, how could I put my thoughts into these pages? How could I describe the way it is to be this age, or keep my friends entertained? How could I find a way to capture the right I'm living up in Maine? Like, yo, I might just jump into the lake and get up in the morning, get that ice scraped off the window, and it all just seems to have a tempo in a way that the hip-hop music will just let go from within souls, and I just shine, and that's why I got to remind myself why
Rap night.
Yo, rest in peace to the greatest of all time. Right.
Shout out, rest in peace to Guru. Fuck Jodeci for killing the hook on this right now, but check it, man. We want to thank everybody for coming out. We're going to end it right there. IBI killing it there. We have Rize Ill in the building, had the homie Dynamo-P, and KTF Terrorson holding us down. Thank you very much,
yes,
man.
Sir. Thank you,
and
man.
you know, we just want to say, like, this is why Appleton is important, because you know, not only are we doing this for people to check out at a later date, but even just to get the group of fellas together, pass the mic around, have a DJ, the backbone, hold us down. It's good times, man. And without the stage,
thank you,
get
sir,
creative,
man.
you know?
Big things.
Get creative. So,
yeah,
big shout outs to everybody.
Great start to 2013 here in Appleton Radio. Bringing the ciphers to a new level, which is one of the goals we talked about doing. Already happening here
Already
tonight.
accomplishing goals at Appleton Radio.
So,
thank you guys so much. As you can tell, we got a lot of people up here. We're going to return to that, but thank you guys. Easy, come out tonight to Fresh Air, as well as the homeboy Gray Street. Nobody cares.
Correct.
And yeah, we're up out of here, man. KTF Terrorson.
We're gonna see you next week, people.
Rize Ill, Dynamo, everybody. Real grateful to have you guys here. We're out of here, man. Let's go.
Peace.
Appleton.